Good Thursday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. Police have now asked for formal charges against a Wenatchee man accused of ramming two police vehicles with his own in an attempt to avoid arrest. Chelan PUD commissioners have begun discussing the future of the utility's fiber network expansion project. Rain moving in tonight with more on the way through early next week. More coming up in weather. The Washington State Patrol this morning briefly shut down Highway 2 near Cashmere Rock Cut after roadway ice caused a handful of spinouts and collisions. Authorities say about 6 vehicles were involved in accidents shortly before 7 a.m., 2 of which left the scene without apparent damage before troopers could arrive. No injuries were reported. The State Patrol closed off the highway at milepost 11 just west of Cashmere until the Washington Department of Transportation could treat the roadway. Normal traffic was allowed to resume just before 8 o'clock. Rescuers say a driver showed little sign of injury after her pickup truck went off Highway 2 yesterday near the Peshastin Pinnacles and then crashed into a roadside gully. Chief Andy Lee with the Chelan County Fire District 6 says the Chevy Silverado struck the end of the guardrail and came to rest in a boulder field about 20 to 30 feet down the embankment off North Dryden Road. The driver was treated at the scene and firefighters helped tow operators to recover the vehicle by sawing down half a dozen trees to clear a path. The Washington State Patrol is investigating the cause of that accident. Police have now asked for formal charges against a Wenatchee man accused of ramming 2 police vehicles with his own in an attempt to avoid arrest. On November 1st, 37-year-old Stephen A. Erland allegedly threw his SUV into reverse and collided with vehicles used by the Columbia River Drug Task Force, who had located Erland at a Rock Island residence. Police say inside Erland's vehicle they found a stolen e-bike, a pistol-grip shotgun, an AR-15 rifle, and approximately 1,000 fentanyl pills and mushrooms. Erland was sought on warrants charging him with violating a court order and fleeing from previous police traffic stops, and he remains held in the Chelan County Jail. The task force yesterday asked for new charges including assault, hit and run, resisting arrest, unlawful firearms possession, and multiple counts of drug possession with intent to deliver. Douglas County prosecutors have until Monday to make the charges official. The city of East Wenatchee says its major improvement work on Grant Road at Eastmont Avenue is starting to wind down. All lanes on Grant Road and Highline Drive are now open and once again controlled by signal lights. However, Eastmont Avenue will remain closed at the Grant intersection until at least Saturday night. Public Works officials say if there's rain or other inclement weather, that could delay the reopening further. The $6 million transportation project involves significant upgrades to road pavement, sidewalk ramps, and stormwater drainage. When we come back, Chelan PUD commissioners have begun discussing the future of the utility's fiber network expansion project. The Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife wants your input on 20 proposed acquisitions of public land, including new parcels that would expand its holdings here in north central Washington. Leaders in STEM gathered yesterday at the Wenatchee Convention Center for the North Central Washington Tech Alliance's 22nd Annual Innovator Awards Luncheon. And we'll let you know what's open and what isn't on Veterans Day this Saturday. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
At Confluence Health, our mission is clear: to provide exceptional care for our community. We believe in healthcare that's personal and local because we're just like you, members of this great community.
We are Confluence.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
We are Confluence.
D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee provides financial services for independent-minded clients working to secure their futures. Whether it's helping construct your personal financial, retirement, or estate plan, they start with a disciplined approach and straightforward advice. An individualized approach is rooted in the values, stability, and strength their company was founded on in 1935. With offices coast to coast and personal attention you deserve right here in the Wenatchee Valley, learn more about D.A. Davidson.
If you're helping a relative, friend, or neighbor with tasks like shopping and meals, then you're a family caregiver, and we celebrate you. November is National Family Caregiver Month, when those who selflessly assist relatives, friends, and neighbors are honored for their work. Aging in Adult Care can help you help them with chore services, respite, and home-delivered meals. Call Aging in Adult Care of Central Washington at 1-800-572-4459 for family caregiver support.
Chelan PUD commissioners have begun discussing the future of the utility's fiber network expansion project. The project, which began in 2001, was launched to expand the PUD's high-speed fiber optic network to provide connection to roughly 42,000 homes and businesses by the year 2026. Now the PUD must identify when the project will be considered complete and what areas specifically require connection. The project comes at a high cost of roughly $15,000 to $25,000 per premise. The PUD will map out areas to determine precisely where expansion efforts should be directed. The Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife wants your input on 20 proposed acquisitions of public land, including new parcels that would expand its holdings in north central Washington. About 13,558 acres are being considered for transfer from other land management agencies. In Chelan County, the department wants to add 742 acres already owned by the state to the Clockham Wildlife Area. More than 1,500 acres would be added to the Columbia Basin Wildlife Area near Quincy, and almost 9,300 in Beasley Hills. The acquisitions must be voted on by the Fish and Wildlife Board of Commissioners next month. Members of the public can learn more about the transfer proposals and give their comment through the department's website. Leaders in STEM gathered yesterday at the Wenatchee Convention Center for the North Central Washington Tech Alliance's 22nd Annual Innovator Awards Luncheon. NCW Tech Alliance took the time to welcome newcomer Sue Kane into her new role as she takes over leadership from former Executive Director Jenny Rojana-Stein, who led the organization for 8 years. 6 different awards were given out to both individuals and businesses, including Wenatchee School District's Ron Brown as the Lifetime Achievement Award winner, and Quincy School District's Mark Ross Kondo as STEM Champion of the Year. Jonathan Baker of Equipped was awarded Entrepreneur of the Year, and Innovate.ag took home the Newcomer in Technology Award. Students were also recognized for their work, including Future Leader in Technology Award winner Natalie Vasquez Rocha of Chelan High School, and STEM College Innovator Award winners Titus Peterson and Sitlali Cruz, both North Central Washington School graduates. Local public offices will be changing the hours of operation in observance of Veterans Day this Saturday. All Wenatchee and East Wenatchee city government offices will be closed on Friday, along with all Chelan and Douglas County offices. However, the Wenatchee and East Wenatchee public libraries will operate regularly on Friday, but close on Saturday. Coming up next, we will bring you our weekly Pause for Pets feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, where we will introduce you to a cattle dog named Katrina. Rain in the forecast tonight, with more on the way this weekend. I'll have all the details in your complete North Central Washington weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Let Mary Maid's custom cleaning experts help you clean up your to-do list. Between work, kids, and pets, it's hard to find time to keep up. Let Mary Maids of Wenatchee help. Mary Maid's cleaning experts can help keep your home or business fresh, neat, and exactly how you'd clean it, if only you had the time. Call now for a free estimate, 509-663-1710. Serving Chelan and Douglas counties, Mary Maids, let us help.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
This is the time of year we celebrate family, traditions, and great food. At Abby's, our legendary pizzas are so giant that they feed up to 6 happy family members. When you need a break from cooking, think Abby's, our place or your place. Our family is here for your family. What makes Abby's triple topper so great?
Canadian bacon, pepperoni, ground beef.
With these premium toppings piled to the edge, it's a whole lot of pizza on sale for a very special price. Order your triple topper now at abbys.com.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. It's time now for our weekly Pause for Pets feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Tonight's featured pet is a family-friendly cattle dog named Katrina.
Hi, I'm Corley with Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, Animal Care Coordinator, and this beautiful girl is Katrina. Katrina is our 6-year-old cattle dog mix. Hi, honey. And she came to us about 3 weeks ago as a stray. Come here. She's very curious and playful. You'd never know that she was 6. She loves stuffed animals and toys and balls. And she's really a polite player with people. Hi. and with other dogs. She's just really, really nice, sweet girl. I could definitely see her with a family, with kids. She doesn't jump up on us. She makes great eye contact. She just wants to do what you want to do. And she knows so many tricks too. Whoever her last owners were, they did invest a lot of time and love into her, and it's really apparent. She can sit on command, she lays down, she'll even stay, which is kind of a rare thing for a lot of dogs. And she can spin too. She's a beautiful cattle dog mix. She's really kind of unique. We don't have a lot like her. One of our staff members pointed out to me the other day that she has a little heart-shaped nose, which we all love. Yes, and you're just a really beautiful girl. We don't know how she deals with cats because she's a stray and we never know that. And she loves belly scratches. And she's just so easy. Just a like ready to go, easy family dog. She's really quiet and she's super clean in her kennel. She's just everything you'd want in a good family dog, honestly. If you'd like to meet Katrina, we're open 11 till 6, Thursday through Tuesday. And yeah, we would love for you to come and meet her.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast, and I hope your Thursday was a good one. We started off with lots of blue skies at times this morning, and then clouds rolled in on us this afternoon. Beautiful shot from our Nattipock Ridge Sky-Fi Tower camera, of course, looking at Lake Wenatchee and Kaler Glen Golf Course, and you can see even some of those low-hanging clouds. We had that in Wenatchee today as well, and I'll let you know what that means for our forecast tonight. We'll talk about that in a second, but let's take a look at what our temperatures look like as we make our way through the rest of this week and into the weekend. We do have gusty winds in the forecast for Saturday, so please keep that in mind. Veterans Day, it's not going to be very nice out there. In fact, we could see gusts to about 37 miles an hour in Wenatchee, 33 miles an hour in Moses Lake, and 36 miles an hour. Those are gusts possible on Saturday, and that's for you folks up in Omak. Temperatures, though, the good news, they're going to stay a little bit above normal. Even low temperatures will be in the mid to high 30s, and high temperatures generally will be in the upper 40s to those lower 50s. All right, Tucker, let's just go right to the almanac and we'll talk about today. High temperatures. Yeah, there's those temperatures. You can see in Wenatchee in the 30s, as I mentioned, and around 50s for our high temperatures. 43 our high today, 47 is normal. So we were a bit below where we should be for this time of year. Just felt chilly out there today, that's for sure. 30 our overnight low this morning, 33 is normal. Our record high, a beautiful 70 degrees in 1989. I think that one's going to stay for a while. 17 is our record low temperature, and that was set in 1986. Sunrise 6:56, and the sun set this afternoon at 4:32. All right, let's get you into those Friday temperatures, and a little bit better than today. Many of us will still be in the 40s, while the Columbia Basin, Quincy, Ephrata, and Moses Lake right at that 50-degree mark. 49 in Wenatchee, and then a little cooler from Eniat up into Omak at 47. 44, the high temperature tomorrow up in Lake Wenatchee. Tonight, we can expect mostly clear to partly cloudy skies in our forecast. Well, showers, though, remember that will happen probably before 11 o'clock to midnight, and then those showers will end with mostly cloudy skies. A lot of that snow showers into the Cascades. Remember, Stevens Pass could pick up maybe 4 inches overnight, mid-30s for low temperatures. Getting into Friday, we might see some morning fog to get you going tomorrow morning, and then increasing clouds throughout the day on Friday. As we just talked about, temperatures a little bit better, back into those upper 40s to near 50 degrees. And then for your Veterans Day on Saturday, look at all of the wind in Washington State, and that yellow and green, that is heavy precipitation. Another 4 inches is expected at Stevens Pass of snow over the weekend. Windy conditions, we mentioned that. 50 degrees, your high temperature on Saturday. Less wind as we end our weekend on Sunday, but a pair of low pressure systems just off the northwest coast. That'll bring us mostly cloudy skies. High temperatures with mainly dry conditions Sunday at 50 degrees. And then one area of low pressure will slide through southern Canada. The other one will move south across the California coast. But that probably will bring us some shower activity late in the day on Monday. It's only 20% from the Weather Service. Might be a little higher than that as we get together next week. High temperatures around 50. For Tuesday, 40% chance. Rain, maybe even snow in some of our hillsides on Tuesday. High temperatures again staying consistent right around that 50-degree mark. And then at the end of our forecast on Wednesday, large area of low pressure in northern Nevada will keep us cloudy on Wednesday. And yeah, about a 50% chance of rain showers with high temperatures on midweek Wednesday into those low 50s. All right, your 7-day forecast now. 35 overnight tonight, increasing clouds with morning fog tomorrow. Temperatures near 50. We should stay at about 50 on both Saturday and Sunday, but morning rain for Veterans Day. Windy in the afternoon. Keep that in mind. Mostly cloudy Sunday and 50. Slight chance for rain Monday and 51. A little better chance for a rain-snow mix on both Tuesday and Wednesday with high temperatures both days right around 50 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Castle Rock International is the Northwest's premier real estate agency for large acreage properties, farms and ranch land, lodging and resorts, waterfront properties, and commercial real estate. Professional, knowledgeable, and discreet, award-winning Castle Rock International has the listings and the highly qualified buyers you have been looking for. Contact John McNamara at Castle Rock International today or visit their website for more information about this outstanding local company.
Get your favorite beverage and a wide variety of food choices all under one big roof at the Tap Room in Pybus. The Tap Room has the most popular choices for lunch and dinner in the valley. With unique appetizers, salads, sandwiches, and tasty rice bowls, everybody will find a new favorite dish. Plus many craft beers from Hellbent Brewing, or you can choose wine, cider, or a delightful craft cocktail. Experience the family-friendly Tap Room at Pybus for yourself. It's just what you've been looking for.
Now there are even more reasons to meet at the Pybus Market. Outdoor dining and tastings, the fabulous Farmers Market, Saturday artisans on the concourse, and your favorites all week long. No matter the reason, it's always time to meet at the Pybus Market. Pybus Market, where community meets.
The Wenatchee Wild continue to be one of the hottest teams in junior hockey after a 5-1 win on the road at Swift Current last night. The 8th win in a row for the newest member of the Western Hockey League came on the front end of a 3-game road trip against the Broncos last night. Connor Geeky's 9th goal of the season got Wenatchee's offense going midway through the first period, and the Wild went on for the 4-goal margin.
Blue line for Kenta Isogai, now a partial 2-on-1. Briley Wood in front, they score! Connor Geeky on the partial 2-on-1. Reed Dick got caught a little bit high. Go blue line for Kenta Isogai, now a partial 2-on-1. Briley Wood in front, they score. Couldn't quite corral it though, and then Ward lays a huge check on Jonas Wu, and then another one as well. Have a shift Matthew Ward, and then a one-timer. They score back the other way. It's Ty Fraser. 2-0 Wild. Bouncing puck through the crease there and through the slot for a moment. Copeland couldn't quite knock it out of the zone, and then turning and firing. Point, he fanned on the pass, now back the other way. Here's Friesen, has a step on a partial break, he scores. Evan Friesen makes it 3-0, 8:38 to go in the third, and rink wide, he was looking for Isogai, and it's into Bronco territory. They're gonna wave off the icing in front. Wood, they score. And the Broncos thought it was icing. Pushed ahead, here's Brady Burney trying to step on Bambrick. Burney to LaVenture, he scores! Tyson LaVenture breaks the shutout, and the Broncos now down 4-1. Just out of the zone to the near side and having to hustle to it is McCleary. Friesen scores.
Ty Fraser, Evan Friesen, and Briley Wood all joined the scoring barrage for Wenatchee. Daniel Hauser stopped 21 of 22 shots on the goal for the night. Wenatchee continues its road trip in Lethbridge Friday and Medicine Hat Saturday. Both games start at 5 o'clock local time. You can hear the Wild's games locally with Austin Drade on 560 KPQ. It was a short stay for the biggest schools in our area at the state soccer tournament yesterday. Eastmont fell to Gonzaga Prep last night 2-0. Wenatchee's season came to an end in Bothell, where the Panthers fell to Woodinville 6-1. It was a better result for Cashmere in the state 1A soccer tournament. The Bulldogs won in a shootout over Natchez Valley 1-0 to advance. Cashmere will host La Center in the quarterfinal Saturday at 1 o'clock. We already know Okanagan was advancing in the state 1B, 2B soccer tournament. What we didn't know is whether Tonasket would be joining them in the quarterfinals. The answer, no. Onalaska advanced last night with a 3-2 win over the Tigers in the Apple Bowl. Okanagan will play Kalama in the quarterfinals Saturday on the road at 12:30. Well, Manson has a chance to repeat as the state B volleyball champions. The Trojans beat Kalama in straight sets in its opening round match at the Sound Dome yesterday. Meanwhile, Okanagan took down Napavine 3-1 to advance. The Bulldogs and Trojans played in last night's quarterfinals, with Manson coming out on top 25-18, 18, 22-25, and 25-15. Now, today, Okanagan swept Tootle Lake in 3 sets to advance to face Adna for 5th and 6th, and unfortunately would not go the Bulldogs' way. Adna, previously undefeated going into the tournament, won at 25-20, 24, and 18. The Pirates come out with a 5th place finish. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs take 6th. After losing the first set to Colfax, Manson came back to beat Colfax 25-16, 15, and 11 to advance to the state championship game today. They'll face Lynn Britsville Sprague to try to repeat atop the 2B volleyball world. Soap Lake won its play-in game yesterday morning at the State B tournament. Then they lost to Mossy Rock in 3 sets and eventually fell to Eniat to have their season come to an end. Tigers fell to Northport in the morning yesterday, 25-20, 14, and 18. They turned around to beat the Eagles 25-20, 19, and 22 to stay alive. Waterville-Mansfield earned a trip to the quarterfinals with a 3-set sweep of St. John Endicott Sprague in the morning. Shockers fell to Nia Bay in the quarterfinals last night, 25-21, 11, and 18. Eniat was dropped from the tournament this morning, falling to St. John Endicott 25-17, 17-25, 24-26, and 15-25. Waterville-Mansfield also out of the tournament after being swept by Northport this morning, 25-17, 13, and 12. Well, now that we're nearer the weekend, we can check the state high school football playoff schedule. Ephrata's first-round game of the state 2A tournament kicks off at 1 o'clock Saturday at North Kitsap. Othello will play at the same time in Enumclaw. Cashmere set to host Toppenish in a first-round game of the state 1A tournament tomorrow night at 6. Omak plays La Center also at 6 o'clock. Brewster will have an early kickoff tomorrow at 1 o'clock at Goldendale in the first round of the state 2B tournament. Okanagan awaits the winner of Brewster and Goldendale in the quarterfinals next Friday or Saturday. Elmira Cooley Heartline begins its quest for a 6th state championship Saturday at Lions Field in Moses Lake against Concrete. Liberty Bell awaits the winner between Darrington and Wellputtet either next Friday or Saturday. Well, the Seahawks look to rebound from an awful performance on the road in Baltimore last week when they host Washington on Sunday at Lumen Field. Seattle dropped to 5-3 on the season with that 37-3 shellacking at the hands of the Ravens. Coach Pete Carroll says he's turned to his veteran leaders to help the Seahawks bounce back.
It's the leadership's attitude, the guys that you really count on to send the message, because the younger guys are watching those guys, and how do they respond, and how hard do they push, and are they focused, and can they turn the page? The younger guys are, we have a very young team, and we count a lot on our leadership to send the right message, and with Gino and Bobby and those guys that Diggsy and those guys that do that for us, it's incumbent upon them to really live it right. So they've come out of the chutes looking good. Meetings were good today. Everything about it was uplifting. So there's so much football ahead of us. This is officially marking the halfway point, right? Once we get past this game, somewhere in the middle of the week here, it's really the halfway point. But we're officially turned the corner here. Game 9 for us and week 10. So this is a huge opportunity for us to recapture the mentality, make sure that we're on, and we play a great game at home.
Veteran linebacker Bobby Wagner says his message has been to concentrate on the little things each player can do to improve from one game to the next.
Change is just like focusing on the little things. Sometimes, when you win or you're having some success, the details of the game might get away from you, and the winning might disguise that. So sometimes, having a loss like that or having a loss in general reminds you, how important those things are throughout the season, especially as you get later and later into the season, because those are the teams that, kind of blossom to the top, is the ones that are able to do the little things right consistently over and over and over again. So those are the things, just being reminding yourself that, you may have a big player, do all these things throughout the course of the season, but, it's the little things that propel those good teams to where people want to be at the end of the season.
Seattle and Washington kick off Sunday at 1:25 on Fox. Seattle Kraken back in action in NHL play tonight on the road. They're taking on the Colorado Avalanche in Denver. That game starts at 6 o'clock. That's on Root Sports Northwest. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Thursday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at NCWLIFE.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@NCWLIFE.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us and have a great night.